Okay, how's everybody doing? My name is Olympio, and yeah, today I will take a look on all markets, and I will talk about yeah, I will take a look on all markets. I will try to identify new setups, and maybe this will be as promised, guys. I've told you in the previous week on Friday that I will go live today, and I will maybe this will be on educational webinar. And yeah, we'll take a look on Forex pairs, commodities, US equities, cryptocurrencies. If you have questions, guys, please. I will be here maybe for yeah, for 1 hour, and also I'll wait for your questions. If you have questions, we'll also I will talk about Confluence, about my Confluence trading strategy, on how to use Pitchfork, and with along other tools, technical tools, indicators. Yeah, so there is disclaimer here, as always, guys. Don't forget to read it. It's important to understand that trading, it's risky, guys. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance, and yeah, please read it. And so as I've said, guys, today maybe I will start. I will delete all my drawings, and I will try to build, guys, my strategy, and I will try to identify potential setups. So I will show you maybe how to use Pitchfork along with other indicators, maybe such as Williams, or how to use Pitchfork with smart money concept for inner circle trader. Yeah, and I know with Fibonacci, with other tools, with along with price action. Yeah. So first of all, guys, only because and I want to, and I will look for potential new setups, and I will show you several examples today. I will look for new setups, and as I've said, I will delete my drawings. Also, personally, I'm using the weekly pivot points. Yeah, pivot points as potential targets, support, resistance. Personally, I'm using price action. I'm using Pitchfork. I'm using the liquidity sweeper. Smart money concept, and I'm using also a mix between technicals and fundamentals, guys, because it's important. Yeah, earlier today we had the US CB consumer confidence as a high impact event. Also, you can see here that the economic indicator came in better than expected, 110.7 versus 104.6 expected versus 101.0 in the previous reporting period. Existing home sales better than expected. So right now, guys, I'm looking for potential US dollar longs in the short term. Potential US dollar longs, only because the economic data came in better than expected, and I will try to identify potential US dollar longs. And that's why earlier today, for example, let's take a look. Silver, for example. Let's take a look on lower time frames. Yeah, we had only a small retreat in the short term. Silver is still bullish. I've talked about yeah, I will delete also my drawings here, because I've talked about I believe that I've talked about this market yesterday here. Okay, and very I talked about this flag pattern yesterday here in silver, right? And I told you that taking out the immediate downtrend line may signal a potential further growth, and this scenario took shape, guys, right? Maybe personally I've said that I would like to see a retest, and unfortunately I cannot trade all my potential setups, because maybe my stop loss, it would have been below this former low, and if I would have placed such a trade, my risk, it would have been maybe more than 0.6 percent of my trading account, 0.50 or 0.60, and that's why maybe there are setups that I cannot trade, even if maybe I have high probability setups and trades. So I've talked about silver yesterday. Earlier today about gold, we had a short-term sell-off here, only because the U.S. economic data came in better than expected, guys, and because if the CB consumer confidence, existing home sales, if the U.S. economic data, it would have came in worse than expected, then most likely gold, it would have jumped above this above this downtrend line, and the person I have in the short term a potential flag pattern also here in gold. Okay, so that is why it's very, very important. That's why it's very, very important, as I've told you, it's important to use a mix between technicals and fundamentals. Okay, technicals and fundamentals, because it's very important technically to understand if you are in an uptrend, if you are in a downtrend, if you are in a corrective phase, okay, sideways movement, and it's very important also to understand what will move the markets, maybe also in the short term, because if you're a scalper, intraday trader, you will have to understand that high probability setups, the economic data could move the markets. Okay, like let's take a look also, because today we had also the British pound. We had a massive sell-off here on the British pound. Massive sell-off. Here, right after the United Kingdom economic data and inflation data, the consumer price index, and please take a look here. Strong sell-off, downside movement here on the British pound, US dollar, only because the United Kingdom, guys, the United Kingdom reported poor economic data, or the consumer price index reported only 3.9% growth versus 4.3, okay, expected. So a lower inflation, core CPI, a lower inflation, 5.1 versus 5.6 expected, 5.7 in the previous reporting period. That's why we had this sell-off here, only because lower inflation, will help the Bank of England to maintain the monetary policy, or maybe to cut the interest rate maybe next year, only because the Federal Reserve, as you already know, maybe the Federal Reserve is expected maybe to deliver a 75 basis point rate cut next year, and that's why the dollar index the dollar index crashed after the FOMC, and that's why it's very, very important, guys, to use a mix between technicals and fundamentals. Okay, also about British pound, US dollar, and I will try also here live to look for potential setups to build or to add my indicators, to build the Confluence trading strategy on a trading chart, on I don't know, maybe on one market or maybe more than one market, and I will try to identify maybe new setups here. Okay, so also about British pound, US dollar today, because I've told you that it's important to use a mix between technicals and fundamentals. We had this impressive upwards movement here in the short term on the British pound, US dollar. Only because here on the DXY, guys, personally also I'm looking at the DXY when I want to trade the US dollar. Okay, and here, guys, on the DXY. on the DXY, we've had this this sideways movement, extended sideways movement, and then this strong sell-off, and after its failure to take out 102.64, that former high, and yeah, in the short term, a potential maybe triangle here, okay, and also the price failed to take out this supply zone here, okay, and breakdown, yeah, sell off, and that's why we had that rebound on the British pound, US dollar, and yeah, it has reached that former low as resistance, support turned into a resistance, and also here it's failure to hit my my upper medium line, because personally I've drawn here something like this, guys. I've talked about this. Let's delete my drawings, okay? I will keep only the weekly pivot points, and personally I talked about a potential short in the previous week here on this market, and I've said that personally I will use a descending pitchfork, and you can find here pitchfork in trading view. Yeah, we have pitchfork, shift pitchfork, modify shift pitchfork, inside pitchfork. Personally I will select this pitchfork, yeah, this Andrew's pitchfork, this technical tool, and I will select 1, 2, and 3 here, okay, 3 pivots, and this is the thing, and I told you in the previous week when I've drawn this pitchfork, descending pitchfork, that if the price, yeah, and after this retest, yeah, the price dropped a little, sideways movement, it has registered only false breakdowns below 1.2748, okay, static support here, because I've told you that I'm using a mix between technicals and fundamentals, and also I've told you that I'm using more than one tool or technique or strategy approach and or concept, and yeah, I'm using pitchfork here on this market 1, 2, and 3, and 1.2748 static support, and here a retest. It has retested the upper medium line. The upper medium line, guys, of a descending pitchfork, like in our example here, represents a dynamic resistance, okay, an upside obstacle, and here it has registered only a false breakout with great separation, signaling exhausted buyers around this upper medium line. It has jumped above it, okay, above this dynamic resistance and obstacle, and only a false breakout with great separation, which it was confirmed, and then breakdown, right, which activated and confirmed the potential downside movement towards the medium line. Unfortunately, it has failed to hit the medium line here, okay, which represents a dynamic target, downside obstacle, and support, okay, and when the price fails to reach, yeah, the medium line, then it could turn and it could move in the opposite direction. It could maybe try to come back towards the upper medium line, okay. So you can use when you have a descending pitchfork, the upper medium line as a dynamic resistance, and this is the thing, guys. Personally, and you can look for potential setups and trades here, okay, around the upper medium line when you have a descending pitchfork, and I will talk about an ascending pitchfork as well later. And this is the thing, when you have something like this, right, when the price tests and retest, yeah, personally maybe here, personally I would have liked to see a new retest after this false breakout, a new retest, then it would have brought us a high probability setup, a high probability trade, okay, after a new retest, because if the price tests and retests that dynamic resistance, then it confirms, okay, confirms the pitchfork, yeah, after testing, retesting that upper medium line, and if the price prints only false breakouts, then it could signal that the price could drop towards the medium line. Taking out the medium line could signal that the price could drop towards the lower medium line when you have a descending pitchfork. So you can use the medium line as a first downside target, and the lower medium line as a downside target. Okay, this is the thing when you have a descending pitchfork, and you can look for potential setups here. Okay, as I've said, test, retest, false breakouts that could signal a potential downside movement towards the medium line. Also, testing, retesting the medium line, registering only false breakdowns may signal a potential rebound towards the upper medium line, because these lines act as magnets, guys, and attract the price. Okay, that's why I really love to use it, and I believe that you saw in my webinars, live trading webinars, how the price reaches these lines, the medium line, the upper medium line, the lower medium line of a pitchfork, and how the price bounces when it reaches the medium line, the lower medium line, or when it retests the upper medium line, it could drop again. So let's take a look on US dollar. Yeah, personally, I've had yesterday. Let's talk about that trade and setup from yesterday. I've had this setup on US oil. Unfortunately, the price failed here to hit my my entry before moving in my direction. It would have been an amazing trade, but yeah, I will look for something else. As I've said, I will delete this setup. Personally, I wanted yesterday the price to come back to retest my because 1, 2, 3 here. Okay, a minor ascending pitchfork. I will delete that major ascending pitchfork. So 1, 2, 3 here, and yeah, here the price failed maybe to retest here the lower medium line to confirm this pitchfork before jumping higher. And here I would have it would have been amazing for the price to retest the lower medium line, and then to turn to the upside, because it would have because also, yeah, the price reached maybe this demand zone from right above 67.03, and personally I've drawn this 1, 2, and 3 here, but I needed confirmation here in the short term after printing this new demand zone. Okay, a new demand zone right above this lower medium line, but unfortunately the price failed here to retest before going long, because here if the price would have retested, then I would have placed a long position, buying position here right above this former low, and above the lower medium line. And this is the thing, guys. Andrew's pitchfork helps you to identify high probability setups with a really good risk to reward ratio. Okay, because you can find opportunities, as I've said, if the price retests here the lower medium line, in our case here, if you have an ascending pitchfork, and you can I don't know, maybe you can go long and market with a stop loss below that previous low, and the price could retest, and then it could jump at least towards the medium line. Okay, so and yesterday personally I wanted to go long after the price jumped above the medium line, breakout in our case. It has retested the medium line. As I've said, it has jumped as I've said earlier, if the price jumps above the medium line or drops below the medium line, it could extend its move. And here in our case, false breakdown, great separation, retest, an amazing rally, and here personally I've expected maybe a temporary retreat. Yeah, unfortunately it has found the support on 72.08. It has failed to approach and reach again maybe this demand zone and the medium line to retest it before jumping higher. I talked about this scenario yesterday in my daily video analysis, and yeah, maybe it was a mistake, because maybe I should have placed the buy at market after this retreat, even if yeah, from around these levels, yeah, even if the price it would have dropped a little to retest here, my stop loss it would have been below that former low, below the medium line, because the medium line also represented a dynamic support here. Also smart money concept, here an order block, a demand zone, and yeah, that's why personally I really love to use more than one tool or concept or technique, because when more than one tool or strategy or concept will signal maybe an upside continuation, then you will you will be able to identify a high probability trade and setup. Okay, yeah, maybe it was a mistake that I didn't place the buy at market here after this sideways movement here, after this rejection from right above 72.08 psychological level. But yesterday I've placed that buy limit. A pending order. I placed a pending order before the Canadian Consumer Price Index, which represented a high impact event, before the US economic data, building permits, and housing starts economic data. I will look for something else, but I wanted to show you how to use Pitchfork. Okay, and also you can use also Pitchfork in MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, and also you can use, for example, here, if you will select here the first warning line. This is the warning line here of the ascending Pitchfork, or this is the downside warning line. You can use these lines, the same as lower medium line, upper medium line, as potential targets, as potential resistance or support. Yeah, or you can use yeah, or you can here in TradingView have only we can draw only this warning line, or the 150% Fibonacci line. Please take a look here. Okay, 150% Fibonacci line, guys. The price reached the 150% Fibonacci line, retreated, and maybe let's use also the 50% Fibonacci line. Please take a look here. Also here, breakout retest, okay, upside continuation. Also the retreat. And that's why maybe it was a mistake yesterday that I didn't place a buy at market, because here it has reached my 50% Fibonacci line here, this line. Yeah, at the half of the distance between the medium line and the upper medium line, it has retested this 50% Fibonacci line as dynamic support, and then boom. Okay, right now it has reached again the 150% Fibonacci line, which represents a dynamic resistance. Okay, and yeah, right now I'm looking for potential new longs. It remains to see if I will have a new retreat or a strong accumulation consolidation. I will look for a potential new long, or after taking out the R2, after taking out the 150% Fibonacci line, because taking out the resistance levels could signal an upside continuation. Okay, so I wanted to talk about US oil as well. So let's try to identify potential setups, and also I'm using these order blocks. I'm using an indicator, but I'm not using. I will not place trades only because yeah, I have the demand zone or a supply zone. I need something else. That's why I'm using more than one tool, or I'm using indicators as well. Let's invite more members. One moment in Telegram. Okay. Today I wanted to talk about Pitchfork and maybe price action, about maybe smart money concept, only because there are a lot of questions in the past on how to use Pitchfork, how to draw it. So it's very easy and simple. You will have to choose 3 pivots, 3 points, and to draw it. And I've told you, you can look for high probability trades and setups right after drawing the Pitchfork. Okay, maybe here, but unfortunately here the price failed to test to retest, because testing retesting here and registering only false breakdowns right below it, it would have signaled that we have strong buyers, demand zone, and then boom. And also I've talked about that descending Pitchfork on the British pound US dollar. You will have to be patient to draw an ascending Pitchfork, a descending Pitchfork, and to wait for high probability setups, as I've said. One moment. If you have questions, guys, because personally I will try to identify potential setups right now. And first of all, I will look for potential US dollar longs, as I've said earlier. Okay, so I've talked a little about the Pitchfork, but if you want to understand maybe better how to use, how to draw it, how to use these lines as potential targets, or how to use it along other tools or indicators, you can the first one, your Australian dollar short looking likely for to break new highs. I will take a look on that market as well. Thank you. The fourth wall, GU looks like it will buy still. I need a structure shift to confirm. I will take a look again. I will take a look on all markets. So if you want, guys, maybe to understand better how to use the Pitchfork, you can visit Learn to Trade YouTube channel, and you have there a playlist named trading tutorials, and you will find several tutorials on how to use Andrew's Pitchfork. Okay, so let's start with the DXY. And as I've said, right now, unfortunately, the DXY remains under downside pressure, strong downside pressure. Okay, strong downside pressure. That's why I don't know if I will find something really good as a US dollar long, but right now the DXY is fighting hard to rebound, to jump higher, only because I've told you that earlier today the CB consumer confidence came in better than expected, existing home sales came in better than expected. Okay, so personally, first of all, and also let's take a look yen basket, and then personally I've talked about the Japanese yen today, the Japanese yen basket, and I've said that maybe I will try to go long on the Japanese yen if the price test and retest the uptrend line and the demand zone. And as I've said, US GDP expected to be good. I will take a look on British pound US dollar, and I've said that if or I've said that I will try to identify potential Japanese yen shorts if this rebound will be over, and if maybe this pattern, guys, if this pattern flag pattern will be confirmed. Okay, so Japanese yen basket right now it stands above this this demand zone. That's why in the short term, okay, so personally I have here a downtrend line, okay, and as long as it stays below it, it could maybe it could drop deeper. I also have here a flag pattern, okay, a flag pattern which could announce a downside continuation, but after this breakdown and after this strong sell-off here, personally I believe that maybe the price could come back to retest the broken uptrend line, and only then maybe also the former high here, and only then it could maybe turn to the downside. Okay, and I'll wait, but I will try to identify potential setups on the Japanese yen as well. So let's take a look. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah. Maybe in the short term, this represented, guys, maybe this represented only a flag. Okay. Temporary retreat. Okay. It has found resistance here right above that former high. Okay. Former high. And right now, after that impressive upwards movement, a retreat was natural, and it has printed a flag here, and but on lower time frames, maybe I would like the price to come back to retest the broken uptrend line and this zone, because we had this sideways movement, extended sideways movement, so we have a demand zone here, but I would like the price to come back to retest this zone before really developing an upwards movement. And yeah, I've said that the Japanese yen basket could come back to retest the broken uptrend line, maybe the supply zone before going down. Okay, so this is the thing. Yeah, this is the thing. I would love the price, and I would like the price to come back to retest, because I don't want to buy it here at market, because after this strong upside movement, a retreat is needed, a confirmation is needed here. The price needs to come back to retest the broken downtrend line to confirm the breakout, and then yeah, to jump higher. Maybe this could be my next trade, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Okay, but I will continue to look for potential setups. British pound, British pound, the Japanese yen. Now, maybe that could be my setup on Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Also here, the price could come back to retest this zone, this demand zone, before developing an upside movement, because in the short term, let's take a look if we'll use something like this or something like this. Yeah. Okay, it has reached the immediate downtrend line as resistance, upside obstacle. So as long as it stays below it, the price could come back down. Yeah, to retest, very important, this zone. Okay, this zone from right above this demand zone, because we have a demand zone here. Okay, inside of this range we have a demand zone, and if it stays above 181.26, even if the price will drop a little to retest the demand zone, it could still take out the downtrend line. It could develop an upwards movement, and only staying below the downtrend line, making a new lower low, opens the door for a potential downside movement towards this new demand zone. Okay, so yeah, let's try to identify potential setups. Yeah, euro, Japanese yen, also same here. As I've said, I will delete my drawings, but first of all, let's take a look. Yeah, you can see also here, yeah, it has failed maybe to retest here the upper medium line, yeah, in order or to be able to place shorts after testing retesting here after ending that that rebound. Please take a look. Please take a look. Here we've had that a flag pattern, guys. Yeah, flag pattern. After this this sell-off, a rebound, and that's why it's important. Maybe and yeah, we had resistance here 163.56, test retest, false breakout, breakdown below the uptrend line, retest. Yeah, maybe even if the price failed to test retest the upper medium line, that's why it's important to use a Confluence trading strategy, guys, because maybe a pitchfork or maybe the price fails to test retest the upper medium line here, but also the price action and also this chart pattern also signaled that we may have a downside movement. Okay, and yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, also maybe a bearish hidden divergence, maybe. Yeah, hidden divergence using indicators signaling exhausted buyers, an overbought, and boom, sell off, and the price dropped below the medium line. It has retested the medium line, this broken dynamic support, and then it has extended its sell off, right? As I've said, let's take a look. If you'll use the warning line, 150% Fibonacci line. Please take a look here how the price dropped to retest the 150% Fibonacci line after failing to take out the medium line. Here only false breakdowns below the warning line, and we can draw also the second warning line. Okay, something like this, and we'll use the distance between the lower medium line and the medium line, for example, and we'll yeah, here is the first warning line, and maybe something like this. Yeah, the second warning line, but the price failed to hit the second warning line. It has registered false breakdowns with great separation below the first warning line, signaling that maybe the downside movement ended. Okay, also using the smart money concept or this indicator, we have an order block here. The price reached that order block, rebound. It has tried to retest here, but as I've said, yeah, it has found support on that 150% Fibonacci line, and then boom. And this is the thing right now, guys, because it has failed to stay below the lower medium line or to take out the first warning line. Right now, maybe a sideways movement. It has jumped above that former high here on Euro Japanese yen, that former high, and maybe this was only a temporary retreat, temporary drop, and maybe this could represent a flag pattern as an upside continuation formation. But right now it stands right below the minor downtrend line, below the flag's resistance. That's why we still need that confirmation, guys. We need that confirmation. Maybe the price could come back down to retest the R1 again, the upper medium line, because here it has found resistance, guys, exactly guys, at 100 and at the upside 150% Fibonacci line. Okay, so here is the downside 150% Fibonacci line. Please take a look how the price respects these lines. Okay, it reaches these levels, and every time the price reaches one of these lines, it could have it could take it out, yeah, to register a valid breakout, or false breakouts, yeah, could pronounce potential move in the opposite direction. That's why, guys, in this case here on Euro Japanese yen, only because the price failed to stay below the lower medium line here, personally I'm looking for longs, I'm looking for buying opportunities, and as I've said, this could be a temporary retreat, temporary drop. but I would like the price to come back to test retest here, maybe this demand zone from right above 157 psychological level, or staying near the downtrend line. Yeah, could signal an imminent breakout, but after this impressive rally I would like to see a retreat, yeah, or a breakout, and here to see something like a validation or confirmation. Okay, but I will look for longs, as I've said, for Japanese yen shorts. Yeah, maybe Canadian dollar Japanese yen, or maybe euro Japanese yen. I will come back with my setup as always after getting confirmation on one of these pairs, on the Japanese yen pairs, because right now I don't want to buy at market here, because I still need that retreat before looking for longs. Okay, I will continue, guys, also in the next webinars to show you how to use Andrew's pitchfork, how to use those order blocks, how to use Confluence Confluence trading strategy. It is not important, guys. Maybe if you don't understand how to use pitchfork, maybe you will use Elliott wave, maybe you will use Fibonacci with I don't know, with Ikimoku, maybe I don't know. But it's important maybe to use maybe price action as well, a mix between fundamentals and technicals, to use more than one tool or strategy, and if these will signal or indicate the same thing, the same direction, or a reversal or a continuation, then you will have a high probability trade. Okay, and don't forget that personally I'm trading on I'm placing all my trades here, guys, at Learn to Trade on a real account. And this year, guys, personally I've had at most 4% drawdown, which is great, only because I'm not losing money. And next year I will continue, and I will continue with new projects, and this is the thing. This is very, very important, because I don't know how many traders do you know that in 1 year to have only at most a 4% drawdown. 4% drawdown in 1 year. And in my opinion, it's very, very important, first of all, not to lose money, and then to focus on making consistent profits, because I know and I maybe you've noticed as well that there are a lot of traders, I don't know, maybe who will double an account and then they will lose the entire account. Okay, they will lose everything. 99% of the account with a 99% drawdown or something. It's very, very important, very, very important. So British pound US dollar right now, it has reached this demand zone again, right? And let's try to use an ascending pitchfork, a minor ascending pitchfork, selecting 3 points, 1, 2, 3 here. Okay, and let's wait to see how the price reacts here around the lower medium line, because in my opinion, testing, retesting here, staying above the lower medium line, making a new higher high could signal a potential new leg higher, swing higher here on this market. And also this could represent the potential in the short term, of course, potential maybe inverse head and shoulders here, with a potential neckline here, 1.2679. US dollar Japanese yen. I told you that the US reported better than expected data, but unfortunately, and also very important, guys, I've told you that I'm placing all my trades here at Learn to Trade in a real account, okay? Because yeah, unfortunately, most of the traders are using are using only a demo. It's easy to trade on demo, yeah, because yeah, you can open a demo account next month again, next week again. If you'll have a, I don't know, 10% drawdown or 20% drawdown, yeah, you will start with a new account. It's yeah, it will be good for your yeah, for maybe for a mindset. Yeah, you will have a new account with zero drawdown. It's easy to trade on a demo account, but yeah, it's really hard to trade with real money when well, when one moment here. Yeah, as I've said, it's really hard. It's not the same thing, guys. Even if you are a beginner, yeah, okay, you can start with a demo account, but no, after a while, it's important if you will be able to move on or to start trading on a real account, because yeah, you will see that it's not the same thing. Yeah, you will maybe you will have a different approach, maybe yeah, when you will manage your trades, or how you'll place your trades, or what strategy you will use, or how you will I don't know, yeah, how you will react when the price turns against you, or when you are in profit. It's not the same thing, guys, yeah, because you will trade with real money, not with on a demo. Yeah, on demo, yeah, it's easy, but yeah, on a real account the game changes. US dollar, Japanese yen, only because guys, I said that maybe I will look for Japanese yen shorts. Okay, here a potential I found demo just as stressful. Okay, but yeah, how will you find a real account if you think that the demo is yeah, is stressful? Yeah, it's stressful because trading, I've told you, and I'm telling you all the time that trading is risky, guys. Okay, and even if you will be an experienced trader, yeah, you will have yeah, maybe a small drawdown. Maybe you will lose several trades in a row, only because no one knows what will really happen. Everything is statistics. Okay, that's why it's important to have high probability setups. Okay, and yeah, everything could happen, guys. No one knows what will really happen, and that's why personally I try to use a Confluence trading strategy, using a mix between technicals and fundamentals. I'm using Pitchfork, I'm using price action, smart money concept, I'm using yeah, indicators, trying to identify continuation. Also, I'm using continuation patterns, I'm using reversal patterns. Yeah, here, guys, US dollar, Japanese yen, recently I found it just opposite to my trade every time. Yeah, maybe it's I don't know, it's only luck, yeah, for in the short term. Maybe as I've said, guys, as I've said, everything is because maybe you are right, yeah, about a continuation or a reversal, but maybe the fundamentals could change the sentiment in the short term, and yeah, yeah, you will say yeah, what happened or why the price didn't move it in my direction, because everything was clear, right? But I've told you that's why it's important to use a mix between technicals and fundamentals. It's important to understand also why the US dollar depreciates, why the US dollar is short, why to look for potential US dollar shorts. And here US dollar Japanese yen, okay, because I've said that I will try to identify Japanese yen maybe shorts right now here in the short term, 15 minutes, a potential falling wedge pattern breakout. But personally, maybe I would like the price to come back to retest here this demand zone. We have a demand zone here, okay, an order block. If you are using smart money concept or inner circle trader or liquidity sweep, yeah, maybe you will want the price to come back down as well to retest. It's the same, guys. That's why it's important to understand that it's the same, okay. If you are using this concept, you want maybe for the price to come back down to retest the demand zone, the imbalance, okay, and then to develop an upwards movement. It's the same, yeah. Also, if you are using this chart pattern, falling wedge pattern, here the price escaped from this pattern, but we still need maybe that confirmation. Or if you are using this uptrend, maybe you want the price to come back to retest it, to register false breakdowns, and then boom, okay, upside continuation. Because here right below 144 psychological level, okay, we have the immediate and immediate supply zone as a resistance. And right now, that's why no, I don't want to buy it here at market. It could reach the resistance and the supply zone, that order block, and then it could come back down, as I've said, to retest and the demand zone, support levels, before really developing an upwards movement. Yeah. If you have questions, guys, personally I will still try to identify potential setups here. Maybe this could be my US dollar Japanese yen, or Canadian dollar Japanese yen, and euro Japanese yen. Maybe this could be my my potential setups, but I would like the price to come back a little to confirm. Yeah, yen basket. Bitcoin, let's take a look on Bitcoin. Yeah, only because today I've decided to talk about pitchfork. Please take a look here on Bitcoin. I talked about this pitchfork in my previous webinars, and I've said 1, 2, 3 here. Test, retest, guys, as I've said, and please take a look here. It has confirmed, yeah, this pitchfork, and after this test retest, we had a great opportunity to go long, and using maybe a stop loss below this lower medium line. And please take a look here, breakout above the medium line. Yeah, here it has failed to retest the medium line, signaling strong buyer, strong upside pressure, rally. Yeah, it has jumped above the upper medium line here. It has jumped right above 150% Fibonacci line, but it has failed to stay above it, above this dynamic resistance. Drop to retest the upper medium line here. This broken resistance turned into a dynamic support. False breakdowns, and right now he's almost to hit 150% Fibonacci line again, and also the former highs as resistance levels, guys. Okay. That's why it's very, very important. That's why I really love this tool. It helps you to identify high probability trades and setups. Right now, it remains to see how it will react around 44,490. Taking out this level, taking out the 150% Fibonacci line, making a new higher high, activates further growth here on Bitcoin, guys. Okay. On yeah, on medium to the long term here. Okay, US equities. But as I've said, guys, I will continue. I will show you how to use these tools. Because yeah, maybe it's really hard to show you everything in a webinar, 1 hour webinar. Because yeah, personally, I'm looking also for potential setups. There are all kind of scenarios when using this Pitchfork tool. Yeah, but I've told you guys, you can watch again also those trading tutorials on Learn to Trade YouTube. Yeah, US 100, US 30. Yeah, the market is still bullish, strongly bullish. Also because we've had that downside continuation on the DXY. Okay. If you have questions, guys, personally, I will come back with those setups, with those trades into the VIP group. Maybe I will share them also in the free group as free trades, only because I've talked about these trades, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, actually about the Japanese yen trades. Okay, sorry about that. Also maybe US oil, as I've said, but I need a retreat, I need a correction, maybe here. Yeah, yeah, gold, it has dropped only because only because we've had, as I've said at the beginning of this webinar, only because we've had better than expected US data. Yeah, otherwise worse than expected US data, it would have forced the price of gold to jump also above the downtrend line here. Okay, 1 hour here. It seems that you don't have questions, but I will come back with new setups, high probability trades, high probability setups, and I will continue with my live trading webinars. Yeah, it's really hard, maybe in one, or maybe I will go live also with more educational webinars if you are interested in the future, in the next weeks, in the upcoming period. Yeah, maybe one educational webinar per week and one live trading webinar per week. But personally, maybe I prefer to go live with my live trading webinar, and I will explain the thought process there, how to read the market, how to use these tools or indicators or concepts, and while I'm looking for new setups and trades, guys. Okay, thank you, guys. 1 hour here. Yeah, PCs that you don't have questions right now. I don't know if you are interested in educational webinars, or maybe you are interested in only getting trades. Yeah, and the thought process and the rationale and the trade management. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, maybe it's easier. Yeah. Okay, so personally, I will look for potential US dollar and Japanese yen trades right now, and I will come back with my setups into the VIP group, or maybe I will share also, yeah, 1 or 2 trades into the free group as well. Don't forget, guys, to like the video. And yeah, here I'm waiting for that retreat. If I will have that retreat here, I will look for potential longs, as I've said, US dollar Japanese yen. because it has tested retested here. Right now it has jumped above that former high, above this former high. But yeah, I would like to see a retreat to retest here before developing a larger upwards movement, guys. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. How to identify best pair to trade? It's up to you, but personally, I'm focused and I really love to trade on majors. So Euro USD, British Pound. On majors, also on minors or exotic, but you will find guys a lot of opportunities on majors or on gold, on silver, US oil, on Euro USD, British Pound USD, US dollar Japanese yen, on the Japanese yen pairs, British Pound Japanese yen, Euro Japanese yen, Canadian dollar Japanese yen. Personally, I'm not trading, for example, New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, or I don't know, no. I really love to use or to trade on majors. Also, you will have maybe a really good spread at your brokerage company, and that's why. Also, if you are a scalper, intraday trader, it's important maybe to trade on majors. Thank you, guys. Have a great day, and the person will come back with those setups. Have a great day, and bye bye. Cheers.